Hey y'all, this is Jeff with Atlantic Arcade Sales and Service Repair. I want to give you the first look at what was the Elite Edition. We're now going to call this the Supercade Edition Cocktail. And going to be going through, showing you some of the games on here, showing you some of the great things about this cabinet. As you can see, phenomenal cabinet. These are 7/8 inch thick, solid wood bottoms, 200 watt power brick, Wells Gardner monitor, real tempered tinted glass. We have here the blank coin door, but you can get it how you want. 90 watt power lamp, Bluetooth capable. Even comes with lights over the control panel. Special graphics. Heavy duty player 1 and player 2 buttons. You can also opt to get more graphics, whether you want something on the back or whatever you may want in this package. But what's the one thing that's normally missing from these cocktails? You've got a player here, you got a player here. This guy plays and this guy plays. This has over 100 games where you can play against each other on a split screen. That's what these have been missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through some of the games, show you some of the 2-player games, and just try to do this as fast as I can and demonstrate this game here. So I turned down some of the lights here so you kind of, get a better look. Oh, got a little, see if we can get our man to zero in corner. There we go. And so here we are in our menu. It's a great menu. Pac-Man scrolling around, Ghost going around. This is going to be, there's really only going to be one menu in this setup. Covers all the games. And as you can see, it starts off. Now, one other thing this guy has is the Mag-Stik on both sides. This is the Mag-Stik Plus. This allows you to go from 8-way to 4-way on the fly by picking up on it and twisting. You'll kind of, when you find it, you'll feel a little groove. You keep turning power, it'll pop it from 4 to 8-way. And I'll demonstrate some of those things as we maneuver through here, through the games. So this is obviously not for the novice. This is for a little bit more of the enthusiast, to say the very least. I got packages that play 100 games. They play 60 games. It's a little bit more for, maybe for the rentals or maybe for a location, but this is more for the private owner. Here we go. We start with 10-yard fight. One of my favorites, to say the least. And we're going to credit it up right here. This is there's a lot of games you just typically will not see in a cocktail. And of course, on this one you can shake the joystick. Oh, I got some. Oh, come on. Oh. We got some good running back. Run back going so far. Kind of on our own now. I'm making it look easy. Oh, I got it. Come on now. They're about to gang up over here. Oh, boy. Ah. Super run back, to say the least. So anyway, to get out, we're just going to hold down player 1. Let out. And you've got 1942. And I can kind of demonstrate a few things here. So hold on a second. So this is going to be a great way to demonstrate the Mag-Stik. So I'm going to start the game. You'll see it's in 4-way. And this is one of the games you really want 8-way. There's a lot of games where you want 8-way. We'll credit up over here. And so you can see when it's in 4-way. You got up, down, left, and right. But you can't really get around like you want. So I'm going to pick up on the joystick here. And I just switched over to 8-way, just like that. Just did. I picked up on it, turned to the left. And so now, you can see I can go in all the angles. Okay. So that's the beauty of the Mag-Stik. And you're going to have games that are superior on 4-way. Pac-Man, Ms.Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Popeye. And Popeye's on here. So once again, to get out, we're going to hold down player 1. And you're going to have games that do better with the 8-way. And that's just the way it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of zoom through and just kind of, show you some of these games in this great package. And I'm going to just show you this one here. This is Afterburner. You typically won't see this, you know, on anything. And I'm like, but you have a split screen for 2 players.
Get ready.
Try to breeze through some of these pretty quick. And so once again, when you're done playing, you're gonna hold down player 1 button, and you know, I'm just gonna kind of scroll through some of these as I see them. Alien versus Predator. Once again, I'm showing you some of the split screen ones, but I'll get to some of the classics in this video. And of course, when you want to do 2 players, you're going to have to credit up multiple planes. You're going to enter player 1 and player 2. That's how you'll do the 2 players. Once again, we're on the split screen. So you could have a player right at the end of the cocktail playing against you, playing with you. Once again, just going to try to breeze through some of these, you know, as fast as I can. You have split screen Arachnoids. And I'm a big fan of Pac-Man. Love Pac-Man. You know, but this is typically a horizontal game, as you can see. There you go. Now this one we would do better to switch it into 4-way. So I just switched it in 4-way. So you see I was struggling going to ladder. But now we're in 4-way. So this is a 4-way game. As you see, he moves better. So and I did it right then on the fly. So once you learn, once you feel it, it's obviously not hard to do, to say the least. So I'm just kind of scrolling through, and you can see some of these as I get to them. Of course, this one would be a good 8-way game. So let's see here. There we go. I believe I'm in there. Let's see here. Yeah. Nope. So we'll stop. Just let me get him in here. There we go. So now, there you can see the 8-way. I just switched to the 8-way. This, of course, is Bezerk. So I'm getting out. I'm just kind of you know, just breezing through a lot of these, and yeah, I've been kind of under the weather a little bit. But I also want you to see some of these as I'm going through. I'm just trying to go through as fast as I can. That's actually was one of my favorite games right here. Breakthroughs, a lot of, but just a crazy cool selection in a cocktail. So along with the 2-player, you got these great selection, you know, games as well that are you're able to play in a vertical cocktail cabinet. And this comes in mini graphic packages, so you know the cocktail itself comes in mini graphic packages. So anyhow, I'm just trying to breeze through these things as fast as I can. This is also cool, and you know this is a 2-player, but watch this. Bobble, see split screen. Now, all right. And sometimes you'll have to, with these, you got so many games. Sometimes you'll have to turn up the volume on your. So there you go. So if you want to, you can start the 2nd player. So, yeah, you guys know how to play this guy. So how cool is it? You got these great split screen games that you can do. You know, some of you guys may recognize this by another name. I recognize this by Bump and Jump, one of my favorite games. I'm just trying to breeze through some of these pretty quick, and I got to get this guy delivered, and I got several stops to make today. One of my favorite games. And I'll show you another one of my favorite games. I love these right here. This is Championship Baseball. When I got into the business, this was actually one of the first games I sold, an original one. Oh, got one. There we go. On base. On base. Alright, so we're going to get out of that and just kind of move through Circus Charlie. Great game. There's a lot of great games in here, guys, as you can see as I'm going by these. Once again, here's another game you just typically would not see, and you have to have 8-way on this game. You have to, because he's got to cut angles to shoot, throw his grenades. So as you can see, I have it in the 8-way. If you have it in 4-way, you're just going to be shooting up, down, left, and right. You have to have the 8-way on this one. Now I'm about to show you one here that you definitely won't see anywhere. Let's scoot on down here. And there's so many here, but once again, here's some, when's the last time you saw a Williams game in a vertical cocktail? This, you can do everything you need to do here, from thrust to smart bomb, to change directions, whatever it is you need to do. And I'll demonstrate all those. Oh, there's my hyperspace. Anyway, just trying to, this is a tough game to play. So, as we get on down, vertical classics, Big Doug. A lot of these guys, I don't have to show you a lot of these, but but just want to make sure you kind of see these great game selections. And a lot of these shooting games, these are 2-player where you're playing with or against a player. And of course, you have not only you have Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 3. I mean, you had the whole entire family of games in here. Now, I'm a big Donkey Kong guy. But I like to show some of these classics, so you just don't think it's some of the newer ones. I want you to see you got all these classic ones in there too. So everyone has seen Donkey Kong. So we're just going to keep kind of breezing through. Another one of my favorite games that we can put, I believe this is split screen as well, is Double Dragon. So you can now have your partner on the other side of the table playing with you as you go through the levels in Double Dragon. So this, this is a great deal here. You've, so here's my screen. That would be your partner screen over there. And man, it's just classic stuff, man, and cool stuff to have that you just don't see on this type of cocktail. Man, who can forget this game here, dude? So once again, just kind of breezing through. Just kind of showing you things as I get to them. There's so many cool games in here, man. There's Dungeons and Dragons, and I believe that's the second part in there as well. So, just a great package, I'm glad to be offering this. Once again, split screen where you can play with your other players. You guys go through these levels and all this other stuff. Elevator action, super cool game, but there's just so many. Let me see. That's really cool too. Empire City, if you guys never played, it's a shooting game that you play here. Just kind of what you see. Just rolling through these as quick as I can to try to show you as many as I can before this thing. The video is already at 15 minutes, so I know a lot of you guys are tired of listening to me. And once again, this cabinet comes in lots of different exciting graphic packages. This is the Ms.Pac-Man Black edition. Oh, I got him. Oh, we gotta go back here. Uh-oh. Whoa. Right ahead. Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this a little shorter than I wanted to. But you've also got, NBA Jam, which is stupid cool. Frenzy, which is like Bezerk, Frogger. And a lot of these, you will want to put this back in a four-way to do better. So just kind of breezing through Galaga. And you also have the Galaga Fast Shoot. Anyone that knows the real Galaga, when you plug it in, this is what you see. This is how it comes on. I've had many real Galagas. So you guys kind of know how these guys go and look. And to me, this is one of the iconic sounds of a game. This was down at the corner store as a kid. This is what I played. So that's, of course, Galaxian. You also have Ghosts and Goblins, and one of the hardest games that you could possibly play, and Ghosts and Ghouls. Incredibly hard games to play. We've got some soccer games right there. Golden Axe, super cool game. Gore, one of my favorite games. Green Beret, just naming some of these off. You see them go through Gunsmoke. Hard Hit is actually really cool. That's a very cool game. So I'm just trying to scoot through to get through some of these. And check this out. So you could do split screen where you can play 2 players.
On your mark. Get that.
He's gonna come back on me. All right, so I can get him. Oh, hold them all. Oh yeah. So let me turn him up. Once again, you got your PAL amp with bass and treble control and Bluetooth capable. Hold on a second. A little late getting over to my button. Let me get him straight here. We'll try one more time.
Power.
And I'm probably going to do a demonstration at some point when I do the next one of all these games. So we're going to back out of this. Just going through. And I did turn it up. But you also have other great Williams classics that are split screen. I mean, here's Joust. And sorry guys, I've been under the weather a little bit. How to do these games one-handed is not easy. Oh. Alright. We're going to get off of this one. this, you know, kind of scrolling through, letting you see some of these games, because it's a great selection of games. Just so you know, some of the driving games, some of the games like Star Wars have not quite been finished. There's a few things in here, probably 10, that you're not going to be able to play, because we're trying to still figure out how to, you know, be able to get it to steer, you know, when they use a yoke. So in the game itself, so just kind of going through. Of course, you got the original Mario Brothers, which once again, you know, you can play 2-player, and so you can do a split screen, and this way you can play together. Oh. Sorry guys for holding the camera so bad through this. It's just me trying to get through all these. You have a great selection of Metal Slug games. You know those have to be an 8-way as well. There's Millipede, Centipedes on here. One of my favorite games, Moon Patrol. We love the music. Love everything about Moon Patrol. Oh, might want to hit the jump button next to there we go. So there we go. So Moon Patrol, of course, I'm a big fan of Mr. Do. You got once again your classics like Ms.Pac-Man. So I'm just trying to scoot through these as fast as I can. We'll turn this one down a little bit. So you can see NBA Jam, and then I'm just going to do a couple more because the video is just getting so long. Just cruising.
Tonight's matchup, Suns versus Cavs. Here's the tip. Just Malone.
So anyway, like I said, I'm only going to kind of run through a few more that you can see these because I'm just really out of time. But one I love to show folks, and we're going to have to put this dude in 4-way to do this guy as well, is my buddy Popeye. So there we go, we got him in 4-way. There we go. Alright guys, so that's really all I'm going to have time for pretty much on this, but you got your puzzle Bobble, Q-Bert, another incredible classic to play, quarterback, just so many cool games. Just wanted you to be able to see a lot of these cool games. Rampage, there's really cool stuff up in here, man. I'm super stoked about this package, to say the least. And once again, comes in a great looking cabinet. We have this in several different graphic designs. Comes with the Mag-Stik Plus to switch from 4 to 8-way. Comes with digital vinyl graphics, real temper tinted glass, 200-watt power brick. You know, it's just loaded up with cool things, and just love to be able to show not only some of the newer things that you do with split screen, playing with against each other, but also showing off these classics, just like this right here, you know. So y'all get your game on. Give me a call today, 843-450-0171. And get your game on today.